the customs guy, when we were coming back, he was like, asked us where we were coming from. I said Quebec, and he goes, Montreal. We were like, yeah. How'd you guess? He goes, your window.
In case we haven't met yet, we're Ryan and Kelsey, two Americans in our mid-20s living aboard a sailboat named Lucy while preparing her to sail the world. We believe in consuming less and adventuring more. Before buying our blue water sailboat, we paid off over $50,000 in debt in a year and a half. The next 2 months, we'll be driving cross-country to get to know our backyard better. Once hurricane season is over, we'll be returning home to Lucy to finish her remaining projects. This January, we plan to cut the dock lines for good. These videos wouldn't be possible without the support of our AC crew. You can share your support for as little as $1 an episode. Much love, and stay tuned until the end of the show to preview next Thursday's episode. We're in Canada. I will provide an update as best as I can. Put something out on Instagram saying, hey crew, what should we do? Should we go north and see Canada, or should we go back down to Florida, start tearing up the T-Tech and get ready for the Caribbean? You guys overwhelmingly supported us going north, so that is where we are right now. The majority of this trip we're going to be camping, but last night we got there too late and we don't really like to set up the campsite at dark. So we ended up doing an impulse little splurge, which was getting this bed and breakfast room. We've been like all over the US. We've seen like a bunch of these small inns and bed and breakfasts, and we were like, man, it would be really cool to stay at one. And I think we nailed it with this one. What do you think?
It's an experience.
Ready to get your adventure on, buddy?
We're on our way to Nova Scotia, and there was a sign that there was tolls up ahead, and it was cash only. We don't have any Canadian money on us, so we had to stop right before this toll started and had to get some Canadian green. So now we got Queen Elizabeth with us.
Yeah. One more passenger, bro.
Yep, one more. You okay with that?
No, no room for anybody else in this car.
What'd you get this time?
None of it. I like that $5 bill, that's sweet. Why can't ours be spaced? Right on, Canada.
Come to think of what you told me, don't know what of it was true. Now the smoke is cleared and I see, but all I see is you. Sitting there with empty paper and a pretty fake smile. You seem a lot more safer once I came around. Now I've seen enough to understand that you are not who you claim to be. And to all the love that has come your way, you have nothing to say. Oh, 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 oh.
What you got? That crab? Okay, come on, let's go.
Well, I feel like I probably don't have to say it anymore, but this campsite costs $0. And look at this awesome view. We are literally waterfront view. for $0. Canada so far is incredible. Got here before dark too, which is always nice. Apparently there's an oyster farm around here too, according to freecampsites.net, which is what we use to find all of these spots.
So we're back at camp for the night, and we went to kind of explore the area around here. There's nothing around here, and we went to use a wash station, is what they call them?
Washroom.
Washroom. We went to use a washroom. It's gonna get down to about 37 degrees tonight, and we're okay with that. We've gotten in even colder weather before.
Yeah, we've camped in below 0 temps out in South Dakota.
Yep.
I feel like I look so round compared to you.
Like very long.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Well,
so we're gonna call it early. And I'm brain dead.
we're going to bed relatively.
We're going to bed early.
Like everyone else around here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Everywhere we go, it is dead. We were driving and it was about 6:30. Every shop is closed. All the gas stations are shut down.
It looks like it's like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see you guys in Cape Breton tomorrow morning.
Yep.
See ya.
Night.
What a way to trick the question, just to keep up your charade.
Morning, guys. So we just woke up and we packed up, and it's about 37 degrees when we woke up this morning, but now the sun is coming out, so it's getting way better. And it is an amazing view that we have right now. Just really wish that we could give you guys an aerial.
Oh, so gracefully, with such finesse, your eyes wander off into the deep abyss. What a mystery. But I have to say, I've seen right through you, honey, ever since the first day. Oh, 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 oh,
Low battery, and we really pushed it to the limits this time. It's like 3,000 feet away. And it's just coming back now. It's way out there. We're trying to get this lighthouse. And I've tried like 3 times, but all of these alarms keep going off. Like we run out of battery, too far away. I changed the max distance. The lighthouse is like 7,500 feet away from us. We're at 11% here. And it's still coming back. I'll show you the lighthouse. There's the lighthouse. Can't find the drone. Oh, that might be the drone. No, that's a bird. Or the drone's going down, one of the two. Huh?
Uh-oh. So I was looking at the screen, and
descending.
the height was like negative 0.3, and it just kept on descending, and I don't see it anywhere.
Light it back
I see it.
I got 7%. Where is it?
Straight in front of us.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Why was it doing that?
I don't know, that was terrifying. That was terrifying. Low battery, it's at 2% right now.
2%. Holy cow. That's pushing it to the
That was
limits.
terrifying. Kind of see where it was at, and it just kept dropping in height, and we were getting closer and closer to the water. That was terrifying.
That is it's quite the start with the drone. In typical us fashion.
So noted,
Not
when you're
reading the
over
directions.
6,000 feet away, do not return home when you only have 24% battery.
I still brought it back.
Barely, it has 2%.
I brought it back. I just couldn't hit the button. I had to do it manually.
It has 2%.
The button, the return to home button, almost screwed us there. Almost took it straight in the water. That was almost $1,200 down the drain. Rest in peace, Abandoned Comfort. Back to work we go, Rue.
Good thing we have insurance on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't cover when it like falls in.
We can't find it.
Yeah, I think you have to find it.
You have to retrieve it.
All right, well that's enough drone flying today.
Off to Cape Breton. So we just turned the corner of where we were flying the drone, and we're in like in a little abandoned port. All right, and there's this huge ship.
We have arrived. Chetty Camp, Cape Breton.
It's weird, it's like a park.
This is our camp spot. Right in the middle of the community park. And by this boat, roller coaster.
Amphitheater maybe?
I think that's probably the best guess thus far. Still thinking a ship. It's like an ark. It's an ark. Well, the tent barely holding on here. Luckily we only have a couple more days with it.
It's literally coming apart at the seams.
Yeah. We're down to one zipper. It's barely on there. Every time I close it, I feel like I'm gonna rip it, and then we're gonna be stuck with an open door. We don't have a screen door because that ripped off. But you know, we're getting max value out of this thing.
3 to 4 hours.
Where's the salmon pond? Well, there's a bunch of different pools.
Yeah.
Chance pool, first pool. It's not much of elevation gain. French is on top.
Yeah.
French is on top. I think everything's predominantly French up in this area. Are you? No, you're Australian. Let's go.
It's like a mixture of glacier and Yosemite. It's really pretty.
Look at this thing. What does it look like to you?
Looks like it dropped out of space.
I really just feel like I cannot get this. I capture this at all on video. Like a picture you can kind of see the beauty of it, but video for some reason.
It's gorgeous.
It really is. Rue, preoccupied with the stick. Kale learning how to skip rocks.
I know how to skip rocks. I'm just really bad at skipping rocks. It just sinks.
Low trajectory, lots of speed. Definitely not enough speed. Like low and it's more power. You're like,
I'm trying to stay low.
let's give this another shot. See the form.
Is that right?
Yeah, it looks good enough.
Well, clearly not. I did it! I got 2 skips!
Not impressed. colors are just so vibrant. Out here, praying to the old gods and the new, right?
Yep. That's what we're doing.
This tree looks so much like the tree in Game of Thrones. The leaves, they're the same color. We are homeward bound.
Soup time.
Soup time. Alright, we can make a fire. There's a wood stove in there.
Ryan made a fire.
We got our BioLite light on orange. We got the fire. Kindle time. Good morning.
Good morning.
We got mummifying you there.
My bivvy. It's me all toasty warm. It's like an emergency blanket.
Can you show the inside of it?
Looks like tinfoil.
Both of our bags are rated to 32 degrees, I think, right?
30.
30 degrees, and then we add this on when it's sub-zero.
Or when it's in the 40s for me.
Yeah, or in Kelsey's case, in the 40s.
Very nice.
Alright, onwards. Looks like we're the last ones in here. I'm shocked that we're getting in. Holy cow.
Yeah.
It's an 8-hour drive
To Quebec City.
Quebec City, so it's 2:30 right now, and we're gonna be getting there probably around 11.
Yep. So we'll probably just crash tonight and then explore old Quebec City and some other areas tomorrow morning, and then head over to Montreal in the afternoon
Yep.
because it's only a couple-hour drive.
Alright, see you guys then.
This is a risk worth taking. It's a love and a making. We've got nothing up our sleeves. We got an understanding. I don't think we could have planned it better. I know, 'cause you know me. You know me, I work too much, I'm always on the run. Baby, I know it's only just begun. You know how hard it can be to go on chasing something. This could amount to nothing when it's all said and done. I think you can make me better. I'm looking ahead, but I'll never regret anything that helped me see that if you can be proud of me and proud of yourself, 'cause you got me, then darling, you know, yeah, we both know you know me. Ooh, and I'll never hurt you, darling, you know damn well. And I'll never make you wonder if the things I tell you ain't the honest truth. I bet a lot of folks can sing in harmony. Yeah, I've been going the land when they know me like you know me.
And it looks like they've stolen a few things from our car. It was a drone bag with like a drone in it, camera gear, and also a big bag with it's like backpacking gear.
Passports are still in here.
Alright, that's good.
My computer is still in here.
What about my bag? My bag is still in here. The generator is still in here. And it's raining too, so all that's gonna get soaked. Screw it, I'm just gonna drive over to the police station with the glass in there. That's Ruth's seat.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Lay on this. Here. Hey. All of this should be good. It shouldn't have any glass in it.
So we called the insurance company, and it looks like our personal policy for our possessions doesn't cover the car being broken into and all of our personal items being stolen.
$4,200 pretty much. Drone, camera gear.
Just
40.
stuff.
Yeah, it's not $4,200 worth of like
Right.
things that we need to go sailing and stuff, but
It's still nerve-wracking.
it's like
and
$2,800 worth because we're missing the drone, the camera stuff. So we're gonna have to like really look at our insurance after this because we do have a valuable personal property policy on the camera gear. So that's hopefully covered. I'm gonna call USAA today about that. But they said that nothing in the car is covered because we don't have a renter's or a homeowner's policy. These are all things that should be covered. We have a $10,000 personal property policy. It's just through some sketchy yacht insurance company. I mean, all of this stuff should be covered. We just did a bad job of picking the types of things that are covering it. So we don't have a homeowner's or a renter's. This stuff should be covered under that.
Yeah.
But then the flip side of it is, well, what happens if the boat goes down? Like, is that stuff covered? It's difficult when you live on a boat and your boat is your primary residence. Not saying it doesn't make it worth it, because, I mean, it's definitely worth it to not have a mortgage, but this is stupid. I mean, Kelsey got a DJI refresh policy on the drone, an insurance policy. It's $99 for it. It doesn't cover any of this. It doesn't cover it being stolen, lost, any of that.
it covers it being broken, it going down, it having
Yeah.
malfunctions. It doesn't cover it being stolen.
Your boat. Sue mentioned to me that you had some stuff stolen from your car that is related to your boat. And I'm just looking at the policy here, and it says that the property is covered if it's on board, being loaded onto, or unloaded from your boat. So I'm assuming that since it's in your car, that it's none of those things, and I think it's safe to say that there is no coverage for theft of that property from your car.
It's frustrating because this should be covered, and we're smarter than this. So we'll make sure that next time we have everything. Because, I mean, we're paying for this. We're paying for it with insurance, with the boat insurance for the $10,000 personal property policy, and then the DJI refresh policy with the drone for $100. And neither of them are covered. So it's like, what's the point of even having these insurances? We decided that we're gonna cut the trip short. It's only by 2 days. So we're not gonna see Ottawa and Toronto, but I mean, we would have had to do a bunch of different stuff to get this thing fixed while we're up here. We would have to get an Airbnb in Montreal tonight, and then hope that no one robs us again with a trash bag as a window, which, I mean, a window and parking in front of their city hall obviously didn't keep someone from doing it, so I don't think a trash bag and somewhat good parking is going to do anything. It just made most sense for us to go back and just get the window fixed in the States and know that we can park at Kelsey's dad's house and no one's gonna rob us there because she lives
In the middle of nowhere.
almost in the middle of nowhere. I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm from the middle of nowhere.
The cows would break into the house or the car.
You at least have cows. I don't know about anyone. I just have pine trees. We're making the long haul back, a 6-hour drive. I mean, a shitty way to end the trip, but could have been 10 times worse. I mean, he didn't steal a generator. He ran out of hands.
That would have been heavy.
That would have been really heavy. I mean, he stole a bunch of stuff. Don't get me wrong, $4,100, $4,200 worth of stuff, but I'm not holding it against you, Canada. Everybody was really nice in Canada, right?
I like Montreal
Yeah.
for that. Yeah. Canada was amazing.
Yeah.
We didn't get to have any poutine.
Putin?
Oh, is that poutine?
Yeah, I call it Putin.
Rain. We have not had bad weather this entire trip, and today it rains.
Like, we have had incredible weather.
It
Like,
hasn't rained a single
everywhere.
day. It hasn't been really that cold as it could have been.
Yeah. And then we get this day. I guess we'll see you guys in the States. I'll probably see you back on the boat because we're pretty much driving straight down. All right. See you in Florida. Well, we are back in Tampa. Crew, you gotta get down, buddy. You gotta come up here. Come on, come up here. Good boy. Yeah, this is us all packed up. The realities of being in a band of comfort right here. We got our spare torpedo battery. And tons of other boat stuff in here. Got the solar panel, snubber. We are ready to go. Hey, you ready to meet Lucy?